back to another video. I bet you weren't expecting one this soon, huh? Okay, let me drop the depressed and at the whatever this attitude is called. Today I'm going to be talking about teammates and toxicity using the new replay system in Rainbow Six Siege, because you never know when something's going to happen and I don't have infinite hard drive space. Today, we're going to be looking at a game I played yesterday about teammates I had yesterday. Now, for a little context, I was duo queuing with a buddy of mine, and he's Freya, by the way, or Frey, and you'll see soon enough how this unfolded. Since it doesn't show chat, I'll just kind of talk with. I'll explain what happened in the moment because I still remember it. So here's me. Here am I. Here I am. And let me. I think it's I. I don't know what to do here. Yeah, I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties. Just bear with me for a minute. All right, I've done a 2-minute Reddit control video on how to control this. Let's do this. So like I was saying, I'll explain everything at what happens, and we'll see. So in the first round, we were looking pretty good. It was looking pretty nice. I mean, he's putting down his work plates. Nice. No one's actually talking in game right now, except here comes Mozzie's back. Legion's just shooting into a wall. I'm just wondering if he went AFK because I couldn't hear him here. He just kind of backed off. Yeah, he just went off and did something, and I thought he went AFK, but sadly, yeah, as you can see, I just sat here and waited for him. I just wanted to make sure that they wouldn't TK him, so I did say he's coming back. So then, thankfully, Rook does come back. Not yet, but he will. Yeah, there we go. So he comes back. He opens up the hatch. He opens up a vertate for us. And that's so far no problems. I mean, he does do this here. So he does. I'm pretty sure he gets the spawn peak. Oh, okay. Yeah, he almost gets the spawn peak, but you'll see what's important. It's important here with what happens. So we'll skip to me because as you can see here, I put a cam out. And I pinged the 0. We'll just focus on me until anyone else gets a kill, since I'm the most entertaining. Sucks to suck. I kill this drone. I pull out the Volcam. I see the 0's right there holding it. So what do? I naturally run outside and get a very nice kill. Easy. Ace. Oh, yeah. So we'll go ahead and see. So here's what I want to say. Here's the start of it. So here's Zofia. Here, let me skip back 5 seconds and go to Zofia. So Mozzie's just behind here, and he walks into a grenade. Now, what Mozzie says right here, he says, why isn't there a Jaeger there? Or imagine not putting a Jaeger there. And I mean, you can't blame the Sledge for doing a really good spot there, but yes. And then Frenzic dies, or Jaeger dies here, so we'll go to Frenzic, and as you can see, it's an iffy. Yeah, he gets shot in the ass from my Q, but that's fine. As you can see, Frey's still down here. I'm up here on my cam, still just moving around a little bit, checking out, and then I kill IQ. That's nice. And now let's go. Well, I'm not going to show the attackers too much. We'll worry about us, the defenders. So yeah, I do a quick scan. I can't see anyone, so I just rotate to site. And, well, here's what oh yeah, I can't tell Ace isn't there, but I do get, yeah, or not Frey, but Daddy Mass gets a kill, so we'll go to him for a minute. Let's skip back on. Yeah, he kills Sledge. Nice. Now let's go back to me for a second, because here's what's important. So once I get on my cams, I'm just watching the camera, and I don't see anyone, except I hear Ace, or wherever that was. I hear Ace over there, so I'm watching that. I kill the drone, and then here's what happens. So I walk down this hallway. I hear them. I hear Yana, and I get... I don't see her head because her white hair blends in, but that was unfortunate. So Yana repels in. Frey manages to... He gets Yana really low, checks the door, and he manages to hit her a little bit more. Well, either way, as you can see, that's a little trade. So Legion gets this kill as Frey dies. And now it's a 1v1. So during this time, I'm on my cameras. You can't see it, but I'm on my cameras saying, oh, Ace is on ping. I'm pinging him. I'm saying he's moving up here. He's holding this angle. He's baiting the plant, yada, 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 yada. We'll just go ahead and put him 2 times for a second. As you can see, he goes for a really nice long flank, and he gets a nice, yeah, he wins the game. And then during this next round, what he says was, thanks for those callouts, and something else like godlike callouts. Like, he wasn't being sarcastic either. I said, are you being sarcastic? He said, no, those were great. I make a joke about my aim being horrible, but I can talk, and we're fine so far. Now, here's what happens. So that was the Legion who said that. He said thanks for the callouts, because we were able to ping him and give him information. No one else had any issues, and now I'll show you this. This might take us a little bit longer this round, but we'll see what happens. So we'll go to me. This time I'm playing Pulse with a shotgun, and you can already kind of tell what I'm going to do. What's the button, isn't it? Is it I or is it U? It's C. Okay, it's C. So we'll just do this, and there we go. So we'll just go to 2 times. So yeah, this is where I said my aim's trash, but I can give callouts. We have a little fun with us being stuck here. Like, you'll see, we're both stuck in there. They're bot blocking us, but that's fine. So we'll skip to 2 times a little bit, and we'll just skip to when I get up to the room. So I just crawl up, and I don't have any cams or anything. Now, as you can see there, this is the start where Frey thought, keep in mind, Frey was AFK, or a little bit AFK last season. So Valkyrie was just sitting here, and what does Frey do? Frey TKs. The second he TKs, Valkyrie actually said, dude, I was alt-tabbed, what are you doing? So obviously he's miffed, but he wasn't too upset. He deactivated it later. It's fine. He's just not too toxic. However, Frey does, as you can see here, whiffs a little bit on there, little slow reactions, but he does eventually get the spawn peak. So awesome, he gets the spawn peak. And now we're going to just skip to me for a second. So I see Sledge. I do wait a while because at this point, I knew that they had an IQ last round. They don't have one this round. I thought it was an IQ, so I want to make sure that she wasn't just holding an angle on me. So I decided to scan if there's anyone else. Maybe they're going to try to bait me. Now, sadly, as you can see, Frey dies, and Sledge does down Legion with this. And here's what happens. So I jump out. I kill Sledge. Rook manages to get a kill. Good job to him. But we're just going to skip a little bit farther. So it's a 2v2. I'm scanning. I see that one's outside, and they drone me out. It was Yana who droned me out, so she knew I was there, so I decided to go to main and contest that. And right now, there's no issues. No one's really upset or anything. And I can scan Yana. So if I had pushed out, I might have been able to kill her, but then she goes off, and then I decided to not do that. Forensic goes down. Or actually, it's Ash, sorry. You can see that I do get hit here, so I decide to toss a C4. And I do manage to hit her a little bit. But this is where Legion, or the admin, says, please don't use shotgun. Even though it worked. He says, please don't use shotgun, even though I got the run out. I don't care, I just say that. I mean, I got the kill. It is what it is. It worked. And he also then says, please don't spawn peek, even though Frey got the spawn peek and it worked. So this is where I don't care. It's borderline toxicity. If a teammate says something like that, just ignore them. He's saying it in text chat as well. So obviously he's a little He just doesn't really, he's trying a lot. He's trying a little too hard. And he's getting a little bit nervous here. So I do pull up the UMP this time, and this round, nothing too special or anything happens this round until a little bit closer to the end. So there we go. So I'll just go to 2 times. I'm on my cams, and we won't worry too much about anything that happens. I'll explain, you'll see where, yeah, so Zofia this is where it was a counter spawn. I can't remember if this was a counter spawn peak or not, but we'll just go back and see really fast. Jesus, you died. All right. Yeah, so they were tossed on a cam, and as you can see, Sledge did that was a free kill. That was unfortunate. And then that's where Legion says, please don't spawn peek, even though it worked before. Not that specific one, of course, but you can't blame it too much. So we'll go back to me for a second, because I scan. I'm. You'll see here. So I see them. I'm like, oh wow, there's two out there. I get smacked a little bit, sadly, but I skedaddle all the way over here, and I'm just checking places that I think they might be, and I get destroyed, and then they get destroyed. As you can see, Legion goes down from Ash, who's playing above, and then we go into, yeah, as you can see, he tries to surrender, and we deny it. So that's where I get pissed off because we're on defense, and we still have a win. That's where I get like, why? Then it's a 1v5, and so first off, Buck dies. Zoph should have died there. I am going on 2 times here, but nothing important happens too much here. I mean, he does get the double kill, and then they lose. Or we lose here. So we'll go to the 4th round now. This is a 9-round game. All 9 rounds. This was an overtime game. And here's what happens. So now blue team's on defense, and we're on attack. How long have I been recording for? I've been recording for 10 minutes. So this is... I'm not gonna really edit too much out. I'm not gonna cut too much out, so you can see, for the most part, like how we were playing and what happened, so you have some context. If there was, you know, if he was in the right to get upset and see what happens, but you'll see. So while we load in, I'll just say that normally when someone's putting on a defense, or yeah, so here's the issue. The guy who surrendered left. He left even though we still had a win and we were on attack. So this guy who got upset that we used a shotgun and spawn peeked even though it worked, left and completely just abandoned the team. He never came back. So this is where we say, well, it's fine, it's easier to attack on coastline. And then we notice that he's not coming back. And we say, what an asshole who leaves. Like, why would you leave a game you queued into ranked? So that's stupid. But I'll just skip a little bit ahead. And we'll just, yeah, let's just go right here. So we'll skip halfway into the roundabout. So as you can see, it's still glitchy, but we just push up. Now, I assume that there's someone in bar, because there is a hole we drowned out. And let's go to Frey for a minute. So Frey goes up, and he beats this once, twice, and then that's why I see the hole again. So I decided to go underneath and check that, which is coincidentally a smart idea. So they're inside, they have side control. That was an Iana clone, and Frey gets the kill. Perfect. So that's great. And now I go underneath, and here's my mistake here. What the? I go underneath, and you'll see that Frey's diffusing. He smoked it off. And now I go under, and I decide to shoot an Ash charge. I wait. Once I think he backs off, I put one down. He walks into it again. He doesn't kill him, thankfully. But yeah, now I can watch it from underneath. And I decide to just sit back, relax a little bit. I'm going to put down a Claymore. And then I see that Vigil kills, so Vigil kills Frey, so I'm out. I peace out. And you'll see here that I see Vigil. And I do get the kill on him, even though he did see me. And then Forensic gets the final kill. So good job. So we're going in 2-2. We tied it up. We tied up the game. And we're still on attack, and they're still on defense. But now that it's tied, and that was actually a pretty easy win. Even though it was a 4v5, I'd say it was still pretty... It was a good win that we didn't really... It wasn't too tense or stressed. We immediately got in and got side control. So now we'll go to this round, which is... I think they go kitchen or hookah again. I don't think they go bedroom in this. I know I said I know every single detail, but I'm pretty sure it's hookah again. So as you can see, we're just droning. We'll just skip past drone phase. I think that's past drone phase enough, right? Yeah. Okay, close. So let's skip a little bit more. I go Ash again. Frey goes Monty. So we'll just do this. I go up here. We won't worry too much about what I do here. All I do is just try to think of a safe place to push up on. Nothing really happens too much except Frey does push up like he full sends. And there is a Cav, but that's not too important. So Cav does pre-fire, or Monty does pre-fire the Kapkan trap. He said that. He was like, oh, wow, I pre-fired a Kapkan trap. He breaks this open. And Zofia gets a kill. And then Frey tries to check to see if there's anything there. He smokes it off, bounces the smoke, throws another one, pushes up, and you'll see that Kapkan's holding a bullet hole, I believe. Bandit throws a C4, and gets the kill on Forensic, sadly. But it's fine. It's about this time that, yeah, me and Zoph are still on the roof, not really doing anything. And then, as you can see, he's just watching the window a bit. Nothing really interesting for the most part here, except for Monty. He goes up. Yeah, he does get concussed from an LMine. Or not, yeah, an LMine. And you'll see through this that he's in a tough position, because Zofia does get a kill. Breaks the cam, checks luggage. I'm going up here. I'm just watching. I say, this is me. Oh, that's me, Zoph. It's me. Because I don't want him to kill me. Not too much. He's out of ammo. So he just reloads his gun. Now, Zofia does get a little bit of damage on Jaeger. And you can see Zofia's in sight for most part. Except for that. You can see that Vigil went underneath. I get a frag on Kapkan. So Vigil impacted him. And we don't know this, but both of them are off site. And then he kills Cav when she tries to come up here. I watch this. You'll see that here we'll just skip a little bit faster. So Zofia diffuses, or starts planting. And then you'll see that I decide, now I hear that one is on service. So I watch service. And you'll see that Zofia ends up getting the kill. Nice. So now we're up 1. Even though it was a loss, even though we're 4v5, we're up a round. We won 2 attacking rounds. Here's where it does get a little tough, is this round. And this is where the toxicity kind of ends for the most part. Except I do want to just show what happens at the end as well. I don't think I've spoiled if we win or lose yet. So I'll try not to, but as you can see, it's not too horrible. Even though the talks, during this time I am talking and like I'm giving call-outs and I'm saying good job where it's due. And we'll just skip a good chunk in. We won't miss too much. Maybe if you get no real kills or anything yet. But yeah, we'll just do this. There we go. This is so glitchy. Why is it? Okay, there we go. So Yana's on her drone. And she pings Mira. I will show Mira's point of view here. Oh my god, if that was the real Yana, that would have been so easy. But you want to see where Mira does get her good aim? When she peeks behind the bomb. Oh god. And I hit Mira and I'm like, oh, she's one shot. She's so low. Oh my god. And then, yeah, Yana clone jumps in. Kaplo kills me. So it wasn't Mira who killed me this time, but here we go. Yeah, good night to me. So this round wasn't too special. We did lose this one. As you can see, it's a 4v1, and yeah, we lose this because Frey isn't able to clutch. It's not too special. You can kind of see what happens. I'll show you Frey's point of view and why this was kind of taken from. This was an easy one if it wasn't for this. So he kills Bandit. And we'll put on 1.5. Yeah, so he kills. Who is this? This is Valkyrie. This is pretty. It's an interesting angle because you have to hit the head or the upper body at least, and you see he doesn't yet. Except then he does. So now we'll skip around. And then here's what's said. It's a 2v1, so this was very winnable for him. He's a good player. However, he watches the bathroom, and then here's what happens. Yeah, sadly, he wasn't able to react in time, but on his screen, he showed me after the bullets registered, and it just, yeah. He's an East player, and I'm on West, so that's one reason that, ping is always a pain in the ass, but it's fine. So now we're in overtime. It's fine, though. We're tied, and now, lo and behold, we're on defense. Now, this is pretty good. I'm not going to lie. This is one of my favorite rounds that I've ever played on Coastline, ever. A little bit, probably tied with my Fuse Ace, but you'll see why once this loads. If only I got one ping in game, that'd be fantastic, but we'll see what else loads here. So, go to me, and I'm playing Valkyrie again. I just play whatever op I feel like playing. I don't really main anyone. I do the stupid wiggling thing that I think makes me look cool, even though I look like an absolute idiot. Oh, we got a rotate made from Alibi, thank you. And we're just going to skip 2 times because I'm not going to go through the hell spawn of glitching through. There we go. So we get Rook plates. Once again, just a a huge help. And yeah, we're going steady progress. So I reinforce this. We don't have any issues. They have an Amaru, a Kali. I find out that they have a Kali pretty soon. I break this window and I use that. That's what I want to say. DDoS attacks are now bannable. That's when we just figured it out, so that's pretty cool. And I use the alibi to fake, rather than show that I'm throwing out a camera, I use that just to make them think that it's for an alibi. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty big brain thing. And I see they have a Kali at Ruins. Oh no, I'm not going to peek that ever. I toss out a camera, not there. Forensic goes down, and I see the Yana, so yeah, I just immediately kill the Yana, who's on a clone, and now I'll start slowing down. That was a pretty easy kill because Yana, I just ran past Yana, and we're fine. So I think that someone's in bar. I'm like, is someone there? Is someone in bar? I don't know, do I? So I toss a camera, and this is a very good strategy, is tossing a camera in any room that you want to contest. So I check the room, there's no one there, no doors are broken, I'm fine. I don't see Sledge there, but I do see where they are. I see that Maru's literally in sight, and what I say here is like, guys, Maru's right there in sight. So I don't see this, but I do decide to just, you know what? I see a red ping near there. Frey goes down, I toss a C4, and that's Amaru dead. So I do get the refrag on that. And then I kill Sledge. I get flash. I'm actually flash. Yeah, okay, good. So it shows. I'm flash here. I down one, and then I see Kali just walks in, and I get an ace. So that was pretty good. My teammates here were like, "Oh my god, you're so good! Oh my god, god damn, oh, it's so awesome!" And Frey says, "Why are you better than me? You shouldn't be better than me. Why are you better than me? This isn't how it works." So we're having fun. That was pretty good. And that's what's really nice, is that really helped kick up the round and kick up our spirits, because it was a 4v2 at one point, but I managed to kill everyone. And thankfully, even if I had died, Sledge was still downed, and Rick was able to kill Kali if I wasn't able to get the 5th kill. So that was nice. And now in this round, we will be... So this was a tough one because they got to go kitchen again, as you can see. So we'll just go ahead and skip pretty far into it. Here, I'm pretty proud of what I do. Not spot the bomb, but we're fine. Let's see here. Power Rider, C. There we go. Once again, we're going back to 2 times. I'm happy with what this is. So, as you can see, Frey's going Lion. We were talking about how cool the new red dot is. Oh, it's awesome. Yada da da da. So I push up here. Zofia has the bomb, and as you can see, I do see a head, and thankfully I managed to kill it. I do see, and yeah, so sadly, I get Echo Drone. I kill the Echo Drone, though. I do get shot at. So I'm picking that. And then I die by that. So I die by this click, and then you'll see here. So let's pause for a second. Forensic's downed. It's a 3v2, and Jaeger's right there. So what happens? So rather than push this, which he should have pushed this. He definitely, if Zofia had pushed that, that would have been fine. But he does manage to save Sledge. I'm going to show you what Bandit does here. So Bandit's all the way over here. So he does stand still. So does Rook. So it's not that bad. I mean, it's 3v2 right now. We are, yeah. So I say that's hard. I mean, we are at a good spot. Oh yeah, that's stupid. But he does manage to. Sadly, he does. Yeah, you'll see what happens here. So we toss it a frag, and sadly he doesn't get. That would have been so nice if he had, but Bandit kills Zofia. He tosses a frag and actually hit Frey. He hit Frey with it, sadly. But it's fine. So Forensic goes out. He drops over. And this is what's sad. Look at what happens here. This situation is what lost the round. So he sees up. I saw Rook, and I was like, oh, no, on your left. Yeah, so he dies, and Rook manages to flick there. That was sad. That sucks. That was unfortunate. We were a little heated. I mean, I wasn't, because I wasn't paying too much attention to... When I die, and if there's no cameras, I'm not going to watch my teammates and be like, oh, you should be doing this. I'm probably watching a YouTube video. But now it's for round 9 in the following round. So this is where, I mean, it doesn't matter. We're on defense. We've won most of our defense rounds. It is a 4v5, however, so we are a little bit nerve-wracked, a little bit like, okay, are we going to be able to win this? They have a huge advantage since now they have a fully auto gun and 100 HP that we have to change to 0. So let's go ahead, and I'm playing Echo. It's not, I mean, it's not too horrible. I'm pretty good at Echo, I'd say. And what I managed to do is, so I reinforced this and I set up a pretty good spot. And I managed to get a good angle with my bulletproof hull, or with my bulletproof deployable. And as you see, I'm just sitting here for the most part. I don't really do much for a while. Forensic's moving, Sophia's getting her mirror set up. Frey's really helpful this round. He just moves around for a little bit. And you'll see what he does here. So, he doesn't know that IQ's there, but he does hear the repel. Watch for him, watch for him, watch for him. He gets shot at from glass. Nothing cool happens there, sadly. So Mira and Zoph are still like doing their own thing. I'm just sitting here on my cameras. I ping that's open. There's a drone. They drone me out. I still shoot it though. And as you can see, Cav's still moving around a bit. Sophia's still reinforcing. Volk's putting her cams out. And I'm still on my drones. Nothing. I mean, we're all chill and happy. IQ's in... IQ's in bathroom. Like, she's in bathroom. I see that she was hit, so I move my drone up. I see that she's putting down a deployable, yeah, she got a free soft breach, basically. So yeah, she's right there. I do red pinger here. Mira's just dealing with that. And I do, IQ scurries off and just runs away. Let's talk about Frey for a second. So Sledge pushes in. And Sledge manages to carry Diffuser right into our hands. Let's go. So it's a 4v5. Frey gets that. We'll take a gander glass. We don't want to look at attackers, but as you can see here, he does see where Mira is. And then Frenzy gets a kill though. And that was IQ. And then Glaz jumps in. He jumps in. He doesn't get C forward somehow. And he has the worst reactions in the history of any Glaz main, but he does get the kill. And then Frey does kill. You'll see here that Frey does end up killing IQ. So good job to you. And then I kill. Here, I'll show you. I kill Glaz. And then now it's a 3v1. Frey is being a little bit too aggressive for my liking. He is running out. But yeah, so he just sits down, relaxes, and he gets absolutely clowned by Zoph, doesn't he? He's not gonna like that, but yeah, it's fine. So now it's a 2v1, and I just want to tell you, I played a Chalet game where it was a 2v1 for a 4-4 overtime match point, and the Valkyrie on our team, they had a Valkyrie. The last guy was in piano. I was on my cams. We had drone. He didn't have diffuser. We had diffuser at a completely different side. And Volk pushes and Sledge kills me. So that sucks. So I'm like, oh my god, please for the love of God, Valk, don't push. Don't push. Don't peek. Please don't die, Valk, please. Because then I'm actually worried now because you know what? It doesn't matter if we have the advantage. We're going to end up losing this advantage if Valk just runs out and gets it and just dies. However, you can guess what happened. Volk peeks and holds an angle. Concusses it. I come up off my drones and I'm holding this. And let's go. Good job, Volk. Holding the angle, won us the game, won us the entire round, and Capella leaves. Funnily enough, one of them said, the enemy team said, oh my god, our IQ goes negative. Oh, so bad. And what I say is I'd rather have someone going negative than someone leaving our game. Because you know what? I just had a dip in the toes of, you know what? We had four players and we still managed to win you. And, you know, that was pretty good. So I will say, to be honest, that if you have a teammate leave, it's fine. I mean, you can still win. And those were randoms too. It was me and Frey and then randoms. And we still managed to win that. So even if you have toxic randoms or even if you're solo queuing, when you're solo queuing, don't ever leave and don't think that unless they're actually actively throwing or AFK bots, you have no reason to be upset at your team because, and like if you've ever 4-stacked and your random is trash and he's not using mics or whatever, when you're solo queuing, don't be that random. And a lot of people are. I try not to be when I solo queue, but that's one reason that toxicity is huge is because when you're a solo, you're making people hate you. And then when you're a 4-stack, those people who hate you are just going to act like that too when they solo queue. And there's nothing you can do about it because if someone's an asshole in a solo queue, you're not going to want to really be helpful to the team. But that was the story, and that's why I don't like toxic teammates. However, the easiest way to combat it is just to completely ignore them or focus on the positive of what they've done to help, like clutch the game. Thanks for watching, and this has been a Siege video.